Few stories reveal the contrast between public image and public service quite as dramatically as this one. In a single week, two very different narratives unfolded, sparking fierce debate among royal watchers across Britain and beyond. One story climbed quietly towards the summit of three towering mountains. The other arrived through carefully timed headlines, promotional announcements, and fresh publicity. The question is simple, yet impossible to ignore. Which approach leaves the deeper impression once the excitement fades? Welcome back to Royal Scope, where we explore the moments shaping today's monarchy with balance and perspective. This week's discussion centers on Catherine, Princess of Wales, whose remarkable return to physical endurance after cancer treatment has captured enormous admiration. Rather than announcing every step of her journey, Catherine completed the demanding Three Peaks Challenge before revealing it publicly, choosing substance before celebration. That decision alone spoke volumes about the way she prefers to serve. The images that later emerged felt almost cinematic. There was no grand entrance, no staged arrival, and no dramatic declaration. Instead, fellow walkers described an ordinary woman carrying her own backpack across demanding terrain, stepping aside to allow others to pass and offering quiet encouragement whenever someone appeared to be struggling. Whether every passerby recognized her or not mattered very little. What stood out was the absence of any expectation that they should. Perhaps the most powerful moment came not on the mountain itself, but in the words Catherine later shared while reflecting on her experience. Speaking about those living with cancer, she ended her message with a simple reassurance: "Please know you are not alone." Sometimes the smallest sentences carry the greatest weight. They require no elaborate script because their strength comes from lived experience. For many families affected by illness, those words felt deeply personal. Naturally, the same week also brought attention to Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, whose latest business projects and media appearances generated headlines of their own. Some commentators questioned whether the timing unintentionally distracted from Catherine's achievement, while others argued the overlap was merely coincidence. Whatever the explanation, the comparison quickly became unavoidable because the public often judges not only what happens, but when and how it happens. That contrast has fueled endless discussion online. Catherine's supporters point to her preference for quiet action before public recognition, while Meghan supporters argue that building a commercial career inevitably requires visibility and promotion. Both women occupy very different positions and face very different expectations. Yet public opinion rarely waits for nuance, and every appearance, announcement, and photograph becomes another piece of a much larger conversation about modern royalty. If you've enjoyed this discussion so far, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow royal enthusiasts, and subscribe to Royal Scope. Your comments always add thoughtful perspectives, and respectful debate is what keeps this community thriving. For many observers, Catherine's greatest strength has never been spectacular speeches or headline-grabbing moments. Instead, it lies in consistency. Throughout years of royal duties, she has carefully built a reputation for patience, empathy, and quiet determination. Recovering from cancer has only strengthened that perception. Rather than allowing illness to define her, she appears determined to use her own experience to encourage others facing similar challenges. Meanwhile, Prince George's recent public appearances alongside his parents have offered another glimpse into the future of the monarchy. Watching the young prince gradually grow into public life reminds many people that today's decisions shape tomorrow's crown. William and Catherine continue introducing him carefully, balancing privacy with responsibility, ensuring each appearance carries genuine meaning rather than becoming a routine publicity exercise. Perhaps that is the lasting lesson from this remarkable week. Authenticity cannot be manufactured like a product launch or scheduled into a media calendar. It reveals itself in ordinary moments, when cameras are absent and applause is nowhere to be found. Whether climbing a mountain, comforting a stranger, or speaking from personal experience, those actions often leave the strongest legacy because they feel unmistakably real. What do you think? Did Catherine's quiet determination make the biggest impression this week, or do you see the debate differently? Share your thoughts in the comments because every respectful opinion adds another layer to this fascinating discussion. Before you go, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Royal Scope for more thoughtful royal analysis. Until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.